Post all my promos real quick. Okay. That's done, that's done. Hi, Paige. Yeah, I'm a little early tonight. I'm making sure everything's working and everything, so I'm a bit early. I worked early today. So I'm still technically setting everything up. But here in a minute we'll start and we can play the good old game of create our character, which will be fun. Oh, ugh. Okay. Let's see. Take this, put this over here. Take this, put this here. Pull that up. Pull that up. Okay. Hello everybody, it's your good old friend Cheesecake Fries, and today we'll be playing some Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, I have played some of this game by myself solo. Just legit, I have. Also, as you guys can see, I've finally moved my stuff. I'm upstairs now. So that is the bed that will have a Scarlet on it at some point. I'm sure she will come. My camera is on this monitor right now, so you will see me staring at it sometimes. I'm not sure if I like it here, if I still like it on this monitor. I couldn't get the angles I normally have on this monitor for some reason. I don't know why I moved my stuff. I moved the monitor in a weird way, but I didn't like the way the camera was looking. So I have it here for now. We'll see what I do with it. But
as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny.
Let's get this
Depending
done.
on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that
How's the
sealed our
sound?
world
Should
from the
I
raw
turn it
magic
up,
of the
down,
Fade.
all around? Do the hokey pokey.
But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him, and that's where you come in.
Okay. First thing for character creation, y'all. Our lineage. What race are we going to be? We have elf, Quinari, or human. We are going to play a mage, which means we cannot play a dwarf. Because I have decided our class is for sure going to be mage. My current character that I'm playing is a human. I'm a human warrior. As I made the character, I learned that humans have the ability to like throw their shield, and there's a bunch of like skills that make it even stronger. So I'm basically making Captain America. But yeah, we have, since we're doing a mage, we can do elf, Quinari, or human. What do y'all want to see? While y'all decide on these three, I'm going to edit my stream tags because they still say Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm not seeing any votes, so for now, let's let's mess with an elf. And if somebody starts voting, we can switch it up. Actually, no. Let's let's mess with the Quinari. I love me one of these horn horn beauties. Okay. Ugh. So many things to edit. Ooh, I like that. It's like this one, but it's got like that red prosthetic. I like that. They got like the blue. Yeah. Cool. Let's do that one. Wonder if I can get that crackling, this crackling on the other side of my face. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, you can have top surgery scars. That's cool. I didn't know that. Probably like in between, because I'm going to be a mage. But I'm also Kunari, so I'm known to be big. Does it say bulge size? Yo. Actually, I really like the way that naturally did that blue with that green. Excellent. Okay. See if anyone wants to give an opinion on faction. We have 6 factions. I'm not really sure what these do too much. I do know each faction gives a couple boons. All boons are pretty much the same except the last one. The first 2 are basically you gain reputation with that faction faster, and then the second one is bonus damage against a certain type of creature. And then the third one is unique to that faction. My warrior, he's a Great Warden. So, Veil Jumpers basically deal increased damage against critical and weak point damage. Shadow Dragons gain resource regenerates slightly faster, so my mana as a spellcaster would regenerate faster, which seems pretty useful. This lets me perform takedowns easier, which is okay. Apply additional affliction stacks. Hold an extra potion. So, in my opinion, if I got to pick, I'm probably going to pick Shadow Dragons for my mage, but I want to leave it up to y'all what you want to see. Breaker of bonds. Rook risked everything to liberate the enslaved people of Treventer, even knowing it would anger the ruling elite. The foundling Rook was adopted into a military family and joined the Shadow Dragons to fight from the shadows for change in Menthrothus, while guarding a visiting dignitary who was investigating a slavery ring in the nearby city of Nessus. Rook concluded that the mission would fail without throwing caution to the wind. Alone, he sneaked the dignitary deep into Venatori-controlled zones and brought him back, along with the rescued slaves. These actions brought Rook to the Venatori's attention, and the Shadow Dragons decided to keep Rook out of sight. We're just going to do adventure. Our name is going to be... Jeez.
Time to get to work.
What's he been saying now?
Well, we're not in trouble.
Let's move. Let's move. I am. Hi. We can lend a hand.
He's always...
Time to leave.
I think everyone's okay. I believe we finally have a moment alone.
Murderer, Herald, Judge, Savior. These were some of the titles heaped on the Inquisitor, as she led a force that challenged nations. 8 years ago, catastrophic breach. Oh, let's change this a little bit. Oh, we can edit what she looks like. wonder if she makes an appearance. Hold on. I don't remember what ours looks like enough to try to create her. Hold on. Can I pull up my stream from the other day? And just pause on her face for a minute and try to create it.
Mage. I beat it before.
Helps if I actually hit the pause button. Zoom in on her face, please. Okay. Let's start with her horns. Nope, they go back. They're like this. No. Further apart. Nope, further apart. Fuck it, I don't actually see her horns. I don't care that much. And I don't remember her name anyways. Did we name her Cheezette? I'm gonna assume we named her Cheezette. Okay. We hadn't gotten to do it yet, but we were going to romance the bull. The Inquisition grew too powerful too quickly for the comfort of the world's kingdoms. They called the council, demanding it be brought to heel. So at this time we would have had two choices. Which would we have chosen? Inquisition was formally disbanded. Inquisitor made a rare decision to give up power before it was corrupted any further. She saw that the Inquisition had grown so large, it had become easy for others to misuse the resources at its disposal. Disbanded it, let people choose their own path. That's probably what we did. Giving it to the Chantry. It wasn't surprising when the Inquisitor relinquished power to the Chantry. The Inquisitor was founded by one of its most faithful knights and had ties to the newest leader, Divine Victoria. Some members of the Inquisition simply became part of the Chantry hierarchy. Yeah, we disbanded. Fuck the Chantry. Vowed to save Solus from this. When Solus told the Inquisitor he intended to merge the physical world with Fade, he admitted this would cause death and destruction. Despite insisting there was no other way, Solus did not relish the cost of lives. Did we vow to stop Solus? Solus vanished in order to put his plans in motion. Inquisitor pledged to stop him, declared that the danger he possessed was so great he had to be stopped no matter the cost. Even though his influence had diminished, the Inquisitor still had the contacts, and old friends who began to hunt for the Dreadwolf, or vowed to save Solus from himself. Vowed to put his plans into motion. Refused to give up on him. Believed saw genuine regret, and that he truly didn't want to go through with his plan, dooming the world and himself. I think our Inquisitor would have just vowed to stop Solus. Like, I know we're doing hypotheticals here because we didn't get to this point yet, but we're talking about a Inquisitor who is a Quinari, and like, yeah, we would have been like, this is our friend, but at the same time, when this many lives are at stake, if we have to kill, being a Quinari, if we would have had to kill our friend to save these lives, I think we would have. Okay. Eight years ago, a catastrophic breach in the Fade, a realm of magic and dreams, threatened the world. Through circumstance, or some claim fate, a woman rose to lead an organization known as the Inquisition. Traveling many lands, rallying people to her cause, the Inquisitor closed the breach and stopped the villain behind it. She was advised throughout by an elven mage named Solus. The Inquisitor discovered, however, that Solus was in truth an ancient elven god, the Dreadwolf. He planned to restore things to their primal state when the Fade and physical reality were one. Solus said he regretted the deaths this would cause, but claimed there was no other way to fix what was, to his eyes, an irredeemably broken world. After that, he vanished. Let's do this.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin, with the seediest bar in town, and a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Ned Gallus?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
I'm taking these fuckers down without magic.
Gold in the world for this.
Merrick, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus. He's at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
But it did work.
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so...
Don't get cocky.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
Dun dun dun.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumat Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
I gotta love it when I get cracked demons. I mean, demons slipping through the cracks.
The whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you.
You all right?
The
I've been
dwarf.
doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
I think Jinxie wants in the room.
Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first.
I'm
Grab
gonna see if Jinxie's at the door. Nope. If she was, she ran away.
Before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge. This is nowhere near my neighborhood. Can try.
Don't worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Okay, that's actually really cool. That dialogue was different in my playthrough because I was a Grey Warden. Welcome back, Paige. You pretty much missed character creation.
Demon. Here they come.
Thank you. I also made some choices for our Inquisitor on things I think they would have done. Since we never actually finished Inquisition.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
We should be able to. Well, I can't show them later. But here in a little bit, I should be able to like pause it and show off him a little bit. Actually, here. Here is Cheese the Quinari. I couldn't decide what race at first, because we did have 3 choices: human, Quinari, and elf. But I chose human. Sorry, I chose Quinari because I love the Quinari.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
But I chose Quinari for a few reasons. 1, I love the Quinari, and 2, my warrior is a human.
Venatori cultists!
I hate these assholes.
Because I have a human warrior specializing in shield throws.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
So, have you seen the opening of this game?
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Used to fight these assholes every day in the Shadow Dragons.
Glad you kept up practice.
Oh, cool. I switched to a different type of weapon. You don't remember? Okay. Well, I'll wait to say I have theories about the opening, but I'll wait to say them until we get to it. I will say I hope my theory is wrong, but I have a feeling I'm right.
Guess we're sliding down.
Also, the opening to this game's badass.
Kill them all! Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Okay.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good
Nev's
to see
pretty
you.
cool.
We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
I have liked.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatorians
I've only met like
have reason to
4
hate
of the
me.
characters that join your party so far, but
I definitely wanted to settle
all of
the
them are
score this
really
time.
cool.
Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the
Also-
Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
One thing I learned about this game that made me immediately like it is the dwarf in your party, Harding, you can romance her. That is the person I'm trying to romance in my my solo playthrough, because you can finally romance a dwarf, and I'm so happy. Nice job with the
Nice to
Venatori.
meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find
Actually,
hints
from what
of
I've
magic,
heard,
similar
you
to
can
what
actually
I did
romance
in
every
Tevinter.
character, regardless of
I traced it to a
gender
building beneath
or
Our Lady of
race.
Victory.
I don't know if it's
That's
true,
where your man is
but
hiding.
that's what I've heard.
Let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city.
What about Varric?
Let's go.
You asking if you can romance Varric?
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full
No,
attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual. so
he's
he can't fight
only
us.
a guest
That's the
character
hope.
for the
If it comes to a
intro.
straight-up fight, we're dead.
Again, I have theories, but there's a cutscene where he gets injured and he basically,
We can slide down the...
I'm getting too old.
at least so far, he's done a lot of leading from a bed. But we'll talk more when
Building I tracked Solus to.
we'll talk more when the thing happens, because you said you don't know if you've seen it.
And then
I don't want to
demons
spoil
found them.
things. I wasn't even going to tell you that, but you asked. Channeling beam, cosmic, got it.
entrance. I can get it.
I don't know what the skill tree looks like
We
as
should head
a
back.
mage, but the skill tree is
Solus is
really
probably
cool
inside.
as a warrior.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
More demons.
Right. I don't need to get into melee. Use the orb and dagger combination. So. Oh, that's how my orb and dagger work. Okay. That's actually really cool.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Then let's have a look. This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Dun dun dun. To the ritual site. To the ritual site. To the wall.
We're not
To the
in
wall.
Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual.
To the
Power
ritual site
involved.
drops down my
Never
ball.
seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
We thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
doing a ritual.
Almost there. Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get a soul through this ritual.
Almost there.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning.
How does demon this large get through the veil?
Oh.
It's a pride demon.
So,
Damn thing
I won't
probably
lie,
sits soulless
the
as
warrior is
leader.
really fun, but the mage is completely different and also really fun. And I'm excited to try the rogue later because it's a different playstyle for sure, but it's also very fun.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Okay, what do you guys think? Support his plan or challenge his plan? Tell him this is a mistake, which, let's be honest, we all know Solus, this is a mistake. Or tell Varric you can do it. I'm sure he's going to do it no matter what we say. You can do it. So I have a feeling he does it no matter what you say. I know I said you can do it in my other playthrough. I know what happens when you say you can do it, but I'm pretty sure the same thing happens either way. It just changes dialogue in the future. Because there's a dialogue option. There's dialogue later after all of this where they reference the option you made here. So I think it just changes something that's said later. I don't think it really affects what he does.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons.
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Bear is getting so.
We gotta talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. Need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Right. So one of them comes with me into greater danger. Who do we want it to be? Harding or Neve? Nev. Now we're a mage, so Harding's logic of I'm a mage doesn't really matter. Not Harding's, sorry. Neve's logic of I'm a mage doesn't really matter. Neve.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Don't you know the one who comes with us dies, so you just killed Nev.
This is it!
We need to bring down the scaffold.
down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
Right!
Together. Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Yeah.
Varric!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So my theory involves that, for the record. So, we're going to have a couple cutscenes here. And we're actually going to speak with Varric. And after we speak with Varric, I will tell you all my theory.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Talk.
Alright, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Sure, you're the hero.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Let's just continue being sarcastic. I like being a sarcastic mage.
What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why tear down the veil? Listen.
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'll take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
I'm sorry, Varric.
I should have come up with a better plan. I should have...
You worked with what you had. And you succeeded, by the way. World isn't drowning in demons.
It isn't over, though. We trapped Solus in the Fade, but something else got out. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the time you disobeyed orders while taking down that Venatori slavery ring. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions.
So,
I need to intrude.
See that right there?
Not at all.
Because Nev came with me. She's injured.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Illuvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt, in theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere.
In my solo, I took her as well, and later on, it will start healing, but it will actually be scars.
Me? I need to sleep.
I'm guessing if you take Harding, the same thing happens. But as you saw, some of the conversation with Varric, I think, is slightly different if you don't trust in Varric. So, I said I was going to tell you all my theory. I want to state, I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong. But I think I'm right. And if you listen to some of the things Varric just said, and everything else that was just said, not even including some of the knowledge I have of some other conversation. Mind you, my other file, I'm not far in the game. I'm really not. But some of the other, like, small quips people say of, like, this or that, I think I'm right. I think Varric died. I think the Varric we just talked to is, like, a projection in our head or something. And, like, Nev, when she came in, she only talked to us. She didn't talk to Varric, if you noticed. She didn't communicate with him. She didn't say hi. She didn't do anything. So I'm thinking Varric is dead. One reason of that is, think about what Varric said about what happened. He said Harding got everyone out of there. In the cutscene we watched Harding grabbing me and Nev grabbing Varric. So how was Harding getting everyone out if Nev was grabbing Varric? But if Nev was injured and needed help to walk, as we see her limping, right? Then it makes sense that Nev helped her walk out and they carried me. Therefore, nobody grabbed Varric because Varric died. Again, there's other things that are said in small passings. There's a bunch of times people will be like, but Varric, and then they get cut off. Or somebody will say, we knew the risks, or stuff like that. But they try to make it seem like they're talking about his injury. But I'm pretty sure he's dead. So that's my theory. Again, I'm hoping I'm wrong. But I think this is a figment of my imagination. And he's not real. And now you know. I mean, you could be anxious to find out all you want. I have a feeling we're not going to actually truly find out for a while. But excuse me. Either know it would make me sad if Varric's dead, because I do like Varric. I'd be okay with it, because Dragon Age has always been good about making very good characters. So I'm sure there will just be another character I'm in love with.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm
Honestly,
here.
Yeah,
I love Harding. Harding's really cool. She has a lot of really cool moments in this game.
about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
And as I said, in my solo, I'm just going to call it my solo warrior playthrough or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to call it. But in my solo playthrough, I'm romancing her, and it's fantastic. She's adorable. Okay, let's see here. Knowledge of the necropolis, the Morn Watch, Deathcaller uses them. Okay, so that's the Crow Spellblade. This is the one that focuses on cold damage, right? Yes. carding's really cool. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to go towards the electric route or the ice route yet. I'm thinking I might do the ice route, but dip a little bit into electricity, get like chain lightning, for example, because chain lightning's fucking cool as shit. I always love me some chain lightning. Actually, I'm really enjoying the orb stuff. Is this better with orbs? It does look like lightning likes using orb and dagger, which could be cool. There we go. Look at the place. We planned a rebellion here once. Said we'd change the future of the elves, throw off tyrants, and we did. Now the path outside is fractured. It will be hard to rekindle all the Illuvians. Solus, if you see this, I'll be looking for you. Out in this world and in the mortal one. Don't cause too much trouble before I get there. The main thing I'll have to figure out is who I'll romance in this playthrough. To enter the library passage, 3 pairings must face. Obviously, we don't need to decide yet because we haven't even met them all. If you want to Google them, feel free. As I said, every team member is romanceable, so you would just be Googling the party members.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solus with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solus, it was always about the Fade.
But if you want to look them up and give me your opinion,
Some
let me
other
know.
in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
So you have plants. Greenery's nice, isn't it?
Green? Most of these are dead. Figures. Maybe I'll clear them out. Give me something to do. I hate sitting around. We shouldn't be sitting around. We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
Fair.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go, alright?
I know it's cheating. I already know where the fucking statues to make face each other are. It's the benefit of doing this already.
That's the second. One more to go.
Okay. Come down here. Open up some treasure. And push.
Okay. That did something.
Damn right it did something. Give me the treasure. And free my soul. I want a treasure with some treasure to roll. And treasure away. Treasure away.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
We're both shadow dragons and both from Minrathous. Maybe our paths haven't crossed, but I know our work has.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Ooh, I could say that's a unique thing. Shadows stand together.
Why wouldn't I? Shadows stand together.
That's the idea. Cross your fingers it works out for us.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's...
It's because we're
Not
the
much.
same
I'm
faction.
sure Lace
So
will hate to hear
during
that,
character
but
creation, you pick
one
a
step at a
faction.
time.
1 of 6. Every party member is a faction member. So my other character is a Grey Warden. So I haven't met the Grey Warden companion yet, but I assume I have the same thing with him when I meet him. That was the big goal.
So, step 1 is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers.
That's step 2.
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
I like Neve. She'll probably be in my party less this playthrough just because I'm already a mage, but I like her. She's cool.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is.
See what I
Besides the
mean?
Fade.
They just said like
Solus
Varric paid the
called it
price.
The lighthouse.
He did? When?
He invaded my dream.
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream, and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Oh. This isn't normal magic.
Nev, I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solus is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tavinta Magister.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're
I
certain
won't
Solus can't
lie.
use blood magic to affect
I
your
don't
mind.
pay enough attention to that option. A lot of times it's asking more questions, so I just don't always pay attention to it. But I need to pay more attention to it.
And he got trapped. They escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillenane. Two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against.
They're worse than Solus.
Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganan and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we had two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Okay, so we have two options. Neve is right. We need to investigate and not go in blind. Or Harding is right. We need to just go in, rush in, and figure out what's going on. Which one, y'all? Investigate or all in? just going to say investigate.
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solus's word about all of this.
Let's go investigate for ourselves. We find out what we're dealing with, and then we take our shot.
Fine. The Illuvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me.
Ugh.
Shall we?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it! Strife? Irlin? It's me, Blaze Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. A bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, sorry, Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We did.
We did stop him. The sky's not pulling itself apart anymore, is it? But it didn't go as cleanly as we hoped. Solus got pulled into the Fade, and some things got pulled out. Or someone's, I mean. Two of the evil elven gods. Elganon and Gillenane.
Mathalanast.
The elven gods of old. The Evan-Urus.
If they truly have returned.
Then things just got a whole lot worse.
What about them? Tell me what you
Anything
know.
you can tell us about these gods?
Solus might be a bastard, but compared to the Evan-Urus, let's just say they weren't known for being kind rulers.
Their There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Gareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Belara.
Help the veil jumpers, Neve.
Nev, I need
Nev.
you to stay with Strife and Ireland, alright?
I'm fine.
You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the veil jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Yay. Elven ruins. Hello, Jersh. How are you? Fuck Freckles. Who's Freckles?
Is it me? Or is there something strange about this fog?
Are you talking about Harding?
It all feels a little
I like
off.
Harding. Harding's great.
Everything shifted a little bit.
Oh, an inside joke. Hold on 1 second. I think I'm being called. Okay. Sorry. I had to go get my drink, and apparently Scarlet wanted it in the room. So give me 1 second. Scarlet, come on. Come on. Get up on the bed. Get up here. lay down. Okay. I'm back. We have the Scarlet Cam now. Let's see here. Oh. She doesn't want to be on the bed. Let's see, did I miss anything? Let's see, Harding disapproved or something. Well, Jersh, I'll be honest, people are just going to generally disapprove of things you do in this game. That's just how this game works. Scarlet, lay down, baby girl.
Is that suit of armor moving?
You gotta remember, everybody in this game has their own opinions. It's a RPG, so everybody gets their own opinion and everybody gets to judge you. So as you play through it, people are going to disagree with you. I know you do, Paige. You're a people pleaser. I know I do.
Gotcha. Oh, people. How'd you come from?
My weakness is,
Valari
wait for
Tech.
it, my weakness.
Strife and Irilyn sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elganan and Gillenane have escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's her. Are you talking about the elf or Harding? It won't help you.
I've had a couple of days, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking
Yeah,
up a while
she's
ago,
kind of
like in
adorable.
fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only the god or
Harding
gods
is fantastic.
could have
She's
done that. There's
she's also the
something kind of
first
exciting
dwarf
about it.
we're allowed
And
to
it's
romance, which
really
is
dangerous.
awesome.
Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but
But what?
see that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
writing it down.
Spike and Ireland said you're their best veil jumper. That means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. We can find it and remove it. Safely, I mean. The bubble itself should collapse.
Shudders no-ish.
And then we're back in reality? I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Jersh, you keep talking shit about the dwarf, and I'll have to time you out for a minute. Dwarf hate is worse than goblin hate.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing. Someone made camp all the way out here?
We've got camps all over Arlethan.
Oh, behave.
Caretakers do, I mean. Never really know when
Fair
or where
enough.
the magic's gonna start going wild. That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Sorry, it got weird. You're not sorry, Jersh. Don't lie.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Construct broke my leg. Viridin took a blade to the gut. We can hear them above us on the bridge. Once they leave, we'll make a break for it. They can't wait forever, can they? I see a skeleton, so I think they can. So how you doing, Jersh? How far are you in Veilguard? Because I won't lie, I've avoided your streams because I wanted to avoid spoilers. Decently far, can't remember where I stopped. Fair enough. Probably good I can't remember. I mean, I didn't think you were going to tell me, like, oh, and then this guy got fucking destroyed. But I didn't know if you beat it or anything like that yet. I do have a solo playthrough I've been doing.
Demons! Right where we need to go.
Well, let's deal with it.
Chain lightning.
Ready again.
I started BT3 again, and now I'm addicted to it. Did you see that the next patch, patch 8, is going to have crossplay? It's coming out next year. Honestly, I think I'm running a rogue for my first run with y'all, but fair enough. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Y'all wanna help me figure out my specialization? I can't decide. There's the spell blade, which I really like the dagger and orb. I've been using a lot of that. Seems like the spell blade focuses on that. Death Caller is just life and death spells, so like it's cool, but honestly, not really thinking on that one. Or Evoker. I don't know. I'm leaning Spellblade. But the name Spellblade just doesn't seem like something I normally do. But it screams everything I'm currently doing. I won't lie, I love thunder damage in general. Let's do Spellblade. Fuck it. It's going to be a while anyways. I have to hit level 20.
We're looking for exactly.
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
Usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
People trying to save the world, apparently.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory, or something like that.
What's an armory doing this far out?
Warlords. Ancient elves have a lot of them.
If it's an armory, give me the loot.
Are we just supposed to jump across?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Yep, just let me pick it up. Thank
Got
you.
it.
Bring it over here and slot it in.
I'll slot it
There we
into
go.
you, bitch.
Huh. That's a great trick.
A resonance amplifier. It's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Better be ready.
I should make an emote of George Takei.
Ranged attackers.
I'll put that on my list.
The last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen Harel? I mean, the real Fen Harel?
That's what I've been told. But right now, he goes by Solus.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgernon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Oh, you know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?
You know, I didn't think about this when I did it in my solo, but that's a valid point. Like, to live in, you know, a world or a culture where you're grown up, like, these are the gods our people believe in. Whether you believe in them or not, just, like, being told that, and then to find out, like, not only are your gods real, but 2 of them are trying to destroy the world, and one of them did betray them and seal them away, and yeah, that's gotta fuck with you.
wonder how they died.
Even Major.
A weather-stained note. You have found the Usurper Archive spirit. It's not the Dreadwolf's creation, as we surmise, but another's. You can guess whose. Removing it could be risky, but leaving it is equally so. I await your orders.
That's trouble with the artifacts here. They expect them to work like, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow. Damn, another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
It's a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Give me the treasure and loot my soul. I wanna loot with some rockin' loot. Loot away. Loot away. I do not know. I know that Inquisition had a multiplayer that had very mixed reviews, so I'm not sure. Given how Inquisition's multiplayer was received, I honestly doubt that they made this game multiplayer, because they wanted to try to bring back people who didn't like Inquisition's multiplayer. But I don't know. To be fair though, Dragon Age has always been a solo player experience.
What about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. And I think I know what the artifact is.
Oh, I love lightning damage so much.
Good work, everyone.
So again, I feel like this game might not have meant to have it because of Inquisition.
A weapon?
An archive spirit.
What?
A creature of the Fade bound to a crystal. Ancient elves use them to store knowledge and to help them dream.
Dark spot.
believed it. Until today.
Also, how is Dragon's Dogma 2? I have not played it yet. I loved the first one. It was a banger. Good to know. I'll have to check it out when I get a chance.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will
I know
remain
people
blocked
that
until the magic dissipates.
didn't like it at all.
Got your back.
Fair.
Sure thing.
When I play it, it will be, you know, more optimized because I'm not going to be playing it anytime soon. But
We got company.
good to know. I liked the first one a lot. Is it? What's the story like? Like, should I finish the first one? Because I don't think I ever actually finished the first one. Is it tied to it? Should I finish the first one before I actually play the second one?
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlequin Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
If the gods are blighted, like Solus claims, maybe they're communicating with the Darkspawn somehow. Directing them?
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them.
I remember
Once we
nothing.
get out of this bar.
Right.
I forgot who I was asking. You probably skipped all the cutscenes.
More Darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
I didn't skip them. Just too many years of substance abuse. Sure. That's what somebody who skipped the cutscenes would say. I'll have to check it out. First, I'll see if any of my friends who I share games with own it, and if not, I'll have to add it to my buy eventually list.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Me too.
almost down. We're close. I can feel it.
Last barriers
Did you
down.
notice something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
The stench of decay fills the air. The Ivanars now wield power beyond anything I've seen. Their magic is filled by corruption and death, and creeps even now into the stones. We cannot outlast the siege.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, Nodus Durthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
What does that mean?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
Stab, 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 stab. Chain lightning, motherfuckers. Stab, 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 stab. Chain lightning, motherfuckers.
Looks like the door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find.
Stab, stab, stab. Oh, cool. My orb is different colored now since it does a different element of damage. That's a cool little touch.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Where the game actually expects you to fight those three guys. Because with my warrior, I did the same thing. I just shot him.
We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Durthalin. I have so many questions for it.
How do you ask it questions?
It's an archive. Spirit. You'll see. Okay, here it is. The Nodus Thorthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
Right. Because darkspawn, demons, and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Of course it is.
Nothing's ever easy, is it? So what makes this tricky?
If I remove the artifact the way I usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Orlithan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else.
Don't do that.
Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre!
Get back. You don't know me like ogre. Back. You should take Bikini Bonnie and move it somewhere else. Exactly.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh. No, you don't.
Sulala,
Vir Sulevana, en Asal Dethara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dethara.
Right. I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dethara. What do you?
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
I didn't
It
mean to
isn't
say
just
that.
any artifact. That's the Nodus Derthalin, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kinda my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Ireland will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
What's the item I just picked up? A bow for her. Nice. Let's see here. Our skill tree, we have that I want to grab. Okay. I know it's early. I usually go till like midnight, y'all, but I'm really tired, probably because I started work today at 8. So I think I'm gonna end a little early today. I do apologize, but I'm just sleepy. So stay safe out there. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will see you next time. We are going to raid Vanna Lostwind because she is playing some Dragon Age 2. Send some cheese love over there. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all. Right, camera's over here now.